office bearers of IFA Galaxy, eminent speakers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this function. So I was just thinking why they called me here. Actually speaking, like say, sometime as bankers we feel that mutual fund industry has started stealing some of our deposits now. And most of you are responsible for that. The reason is, even I am also, like say, investor in my, like say, in a small way or whatever it is. As a common man, we trust you guys. You make a point, you say this is the good scheme, that is a good scheme. 99.9% of the time, we don't understand what you are trying to say. We simply give our check, fully trusting you. As a bank, we also understand what trust actually means. I am 200% sure you all understand what it means. So the purpose here today is, then when I started continuing to think over, maybe one reason is that I have a small, like say, link with IFAs, as some of you may know, at Chennai. So my father-in-law probably started Integrated Enterprises, which is entering into its 50th year. And when they started, actually the concept, the name of IFA and all were not there. Probably they started much ahead of us, and I had a brief link in between. I understand how this entire industry works, and probably I thought that could be one of the reasons why they called us. The topic given to me is basically, like say, the use of technology, how it is going to enhance the relationship with the customers and all. As I told you earlier, as every common investor, they trust IFAs. So when as an independent financial, like say, advisor, you come and you suggest us, like say, this is what you want to, you are suggesting to any investor for the money he or she has. So the conversation takes out for some time, and finally a decision is taken, and the entire chain of event works. Now how technology is coming to play on this? I just want to like say, share some of my experience with banking, with which I am associated for the past over 2 decades. And I'm fortunate enough to work in the industry when technology perhaps enhanced the both service and also development and in between. And similar thing is happening elsewhere, and by and large, like say, there are a lot of commonalities between like say banking and also the industry where you are, particularly in terms of servicing a customer. So in that way, I would like to share some of my thoughts with you. I hope maybe like say a fraction of that, even if it is of like say some help to you, I will be very happy about it. I would like to basically, I mean, in fact, my previous speaker, Mr. Chatterjee, was talking multiple times about recruiting people, building the team and things like that. I would like to share an experience with you which I personally faced about close to about maybe 1.5 decades back. Like say it happened somewhere in 2005-06. As you all know, as I was introduced, I am a part of City Union Bank. As you all know, I am happy that many of you are able to give the tagline Easiana Bank, Rasiana Bank. So probably the story, whatever I am giving, is the, like say, starting point of making that, trying to make things easy. So this my experience happened somewhere in early 2000s, maybe 2005-06. That was the time when the transition from whenever you go abroad at that point of time and all, like say the Visa, Master and all were just coming. And it was an era of traveler's checks. It was the last maybe few years of traveler's checks. So I took my traveler's checks. I went to US. So I had to, like say, get my traveler's checks, like say, encashed. So along with my, like say, I had somebody with me. We went to a bank which is supposed to be one of the biggest and efficient and very famous bank even now. So I entered inside. It was an afternoon time. I entered inside. There were nobody in the, like say, counter. There were only one senior lady and a junior lady. She should be in her maybe mid-20s or so. So when two of us, we entered the hall, we received a rousing welcome. Please come, sir, with all such fanfare. We entered as if like, okay, people are here to welcome us. I went inside, then gave the traveler's check. The immediate reaction to that girl was, what is this? I was perplexed. I didn't know how to react because I did not have any dollars with me. Then she said, I'm a junior person. I've recently joined. I will give it to my senior. So when that young lady gave that traveler's check to that senior, she identified it was a traveler's check. She said, this is traveler's check. Okay, at least somebody knows what it is. The next issue comes, how to encash the traveler's checks. It has to be converted into dollars. So she turned back. There was what you call, books were arranged and files were arranged. She identified the tree, the file with the T. She opened the file, opened the page of traveler's check. It was a manual of instructions, which gave traveler's check, how to encash the traveler's check. Ensure the genuinity of instrument. Second, ensure the genuinity of person. If the person is asking for more than $1,000, ensure the genuinity with 2 documents. So she read loudly, I was able to hear. Then she took the phone, switched on the speaker phone, started making that. She called. Somebody from the call center picked up the phone. They said, I have a gentleman from India. He wants to encash traveler's check. What should I do? That guy immediately ensure the genuinity of the instrument. Ensure the genuinity of the person. That guy was also reading the same instruction that was given in that particular book. Okay, how to ensure the genuinity of the instrument? Next question. Say she tried something and then in that traveler's check there was a US call center number she called. She said, I have to ensure the genuinity of this instrument. How to ensure this? Then that guy said, you read the number. He compared and said, yes, this has been distributed in India. So this has to be and this is a live thing. Something was made. So she accepted. The next thing, like say, it took about half an hour or 45 minutes. They wanted to send me out. I wanted to get the dollar and come. So it was a 1 hour ordeal, after which we received the finally money and came out. That was the time when I understood we are entering into a phase where you are not going to have what you call people or whatever resources with you who will be able to handle everything. That was the same time I was doing my PhD also parallelly. Basically, the customer preferences during the electronic banking era was sort of my thesis at that point of time. The main item which came at that point of time was that, like, people probably, remember, I am talking about 15 years earlier when not everything what we have today were available at that point of time and everything was evolving at that point of time. So finally the finding was that people will not mind do-it-yourself type of working for things which are repetitive in nature. They would like to have or probably work on their own, and probably you can make them to do that work. And whenever there is a decision making involved and there are multiple options, you need people to support that. The point what I am trying to say is that this is where the technology started coming to play. So whenever you are as a person, like as an independent financial advisor, maybe like in like say 25, 30 years back when the concept of independent financial advising actually started, maybe just before the arrival of when insurance and other distribution, other products were also getting added, and the beginning of the FD era went and you had the mutual fund era entering into the phase. Probably a normal independent advisor was content with about 150, 200 customers, beyond which he was not in a position to handle. He was able to make sufficient what you call income or revenue or whatever it is, but and for that also, like you need to prepare a newsletter type thing, you need to like say there was a broadcasting of messages in physical mode and things like that. But the first use, because of the technology when it came, it was mainly for like it increased your bandwidth to manage more customers with less what you call direct interaction, because 70-80% of the information sharing and whatever you want to communicate now could be communicated through the other technology medium and all. This is one of the major development that has happened, which is going to help you all to improve your productivity and enhance your capacity to handle multiple number of customers. The second most important thing arriving out here is, like particularly when you have the data now, you have like say with the simple thing, like with the lot of data, you are reaching a stage where you are able to profile every one of your customers, and probably in like say before the arrival of the technology, each and every one of you had to spend maybe half an hour or 45 minutes quality discussion with every customer of you to understand his risk profile, understand his requirement, then arrive at the option and shortlist the what you call your investment option. It used to take not less than maybe half an hour to 45 minutes discussion with each and every customer. But now, by using the data, by using whatever analytics or whatever, even if you start with a like say primitive thing, at least you will be in a position to save not less than 60-70% of that time could be saved. And even before you actually move to that customer, based on what is his age, what is his profile, what is his monthly income, how many residual years are there, at what life stage he is there, what are all the products that he will be interested in getting in. So much of thing can be done at the back office itself, which is helping you to, like say, whenever you go and meet an investor and discuss, the quality with which an independent financial advisor speaks with his client that get enhanced, and the confidence what an individual investor has with you can be multiplied with a like say multifold. How to enhance your capacity to handle multiple customers, number one. Number two, how to profile your customer, fix what are all the products that are going to be of like say use to him, and how he will be in a position to, you like say, one of the important, like say, the trust element what an investor would like to have from an independent financial advisor is the confidence that you are not selling a product just because you are getting a higher commission. Every investor trusts that whenever you suggest a product, you have reasonably made all analysis and you have come to a conclusion that that is the best product that is needed for an investor like me. To arrive at that balance and probably to make that also convince your customer, this much amount of back-end discussion is needed, is something I think you would have even observed now. And more and more technology tools you are in a position to use that actually helps every customer to have a higher confidence in you. It will automatically, like say, the asset allocation, whatever an individual person comes, like say he will be having a larger allocation to those independent financial advisors who are in a position or who are able to give out that confidence that you have enough data, you have made enough analysis, and whatever suggestion or recommendation you will give, that will be the best for me, and you will not compromise my, as an investor, my what you call interest at any point of time, is something which the technology can give. See, one of the things what we learned in like say banking is, as you all know, after that US incident only, we started heavily investing in non-branch channel. Basically, it started with your ATMs, and then it went into your internet banking and mobile banking and things like that. So today for the banking industry, about not less than 97-98% of the transactions, the customers are not doing inside the branch, and it has already got it migrated to non-branch channel, and customer is doing it on its do-it-yourself mode. Not only just a transaction, we are, like say, the technological development and back-end analytics and all are probably enhancing the capacity of the banking system to profile this customer. And based on the back-end analysis, we are able to, like say, give specifically this particular product will be suitable to this particular customer, and where we are able to see the proportion of cross-selling of any product. It could be any product from the list of insurance or mutual fund, or it could be non-mutual fund products like your insurance or in that health, life, or whatever it is. Almost you can make the exposure to the customers based on his profile, based on his requirement, using the technology to understand what are all the things you need to, like say, make them do that. And the more and more sophistication has started coming in, and we are able to build that to a greater extent, maybe with, like say, over, may not be 100%, close to 100%, but final putting the goal and probably the final decision, even now, most of the customers are interested in getting the personal guarantee from the IFA that whatever research is done, finally, sir, paathitingla, correcta, adu pollama, சரியா இருக்கும்ல, நல்லபடியா வரும்ல அப்படினு ஒரு 4 தடவை கேள்வி கேட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் any investor will, when before giving the money, he gets the confidence that, அதாவது இதுல fundamental idea என்னன்னாக்க, it gives sufficient confidence to the investor that you have made enough analysis that the final investment actually happens based on your own thing. In one of the conferences in technology adaptation few years back, like say, I mean, I was just making a joke saying, there is only one thing left now, that is, like say, I sit in my house and I think that I need 10,000 rupees cash. And bank learns that you need 10,000 rupees cash and send somebody with 10,000 rupees or do and put it in your hand. And say, probably have a calling bell and say that, sir, money is here. I was just joking. Now, even Elon Musk is talking about that. So, maybe in another 10 years, we may be having that technology also. He is talking about having the chip embedded in the brain, where the connection with the brain and the chip is, like say, made, and it will directly have connection through the net, Internet of Things and all such things and all, maybe 10 years away. But we may not be taking it such a thing, but there are enough technology available today. But one thing is certain, particularly in like say, independent financial advising, the investor wants a personal touch. The level of personal touch may vary. You can't have, like say, 100% impersonal way of distributing, making things happen, and the proportion is going to be a very small proportion only. Is maybe in next few years things may change. It's changing, but even now, a significant amount of personalization is expected by the investor, which the independent financial advisors are now giving. So, in that way, what is currently now needed is a judicious mix of technology, data crunching, personalization, understanding, profiling, everything. But finally, you need a human being, be it you personally or your team members or whatever way, a manual communication between the, like say, between the industry and the investor, who feels satisfied that, like say, he is taking a right decision only after somebody is giving that particular, what you call, assurance that, okay, everything is fine, I am making a right choice. So in that way, the technology is coming. So I think many of you have started entering into, I don't want to talk into like big jargons and other CRMs and other things and all, but basic level, even when as we could see, like say about 70% of you are, like say, for example, you have not incorporated, where you are the main person who are handling that, and you are personally handling it, and you are in the process of growing it to the other level. So even at this level itself, when you start with adaptation of technology, understanding all these things, making a proper balance between the customer expectations through like say, handling that manual, and also with the backend data technology and announcement, not only for the communication, but also for, like say, exactly understanding what is the profile of the customer and shortlisting what is specifically needed. The technology goes a long way in helping you to improve your productivity. Then another thing which is coming now again and again is for your compliance. So lot of, like say, the requirement for compliance is increasing in almost all regulated entities in multiple way. Unless and otherwise, like say, you are able to handle this through proper technology adaptation, it is not going to be easy for you to stay relevant. You may be super brilliant in your understanding of the industry or product or the markets, or you may have an extraordinary thing, but a proper understanding and proper focus on the technology is something which is needed to take care of the compliance also. If you try to have, like say, some understanding with the banking, for example, like say, even let us take the, like say, sanctioning of loans. So the banking industry was, over a period of its evolution, it always believed, like say, before giving loan, every prospective borrower should be, like say, personally evaluated by the underwriters or a branch manager or whoever it is. Who is that borrower? What is his, like say, capital contribution into the business for which he is asking for a loan? Or what is his cash flow? What is his character, which is a very important item, particularly which you have to understand when you give a loan. And also, what are all the collateral securities you are giving? Like say, that 4C approach is what every banker used to be taught whenever he is getting into the banking stream, where the personal touch was the most important thing in giving loan. But now, after the arrival of thing, that entire 4 is now getting compressed in your another C called CIBIL score. So which virtually takes everything. And now you have pre-approved credit, you have so much of, in the sense that all these fundamental items are evaluated using, like say, various, what you call, digital, like say, footprints, and decision is taken. And it ultimately, it looks like it is no way inferior or even a shade better than manual decision making most of the time, unless and otherwise something drastic happens. In the same way, like all these evaluations have happened only in the, like say, last few years, and probably we have to add the COVID also as a reason, when a lot of automation started getting into the industry. In the same way, things are also entering into the, like say, the investment industry, be it, for example, you have also, even in the insurance industry, you have also seen the books where people used to have tables, so many tables, how to calculate the premium and things like that. Now, even the, like say, apps have come, people have loaded those databases inside, and the decision making is now getting automated, which enhances the productivity and cost of servicing to all of you. So with taking all these things into account, the way the technology has entered into, it has completely changed the way each and every industry is looking into. And in risk management also, along with that compliance, To understand what is the risk-taking ability of the individual investors, how to understand, like say, what is his appetite, those things were very gray areas in the past before the, like say, arrival of technology to a greater extent. The estimating the risk appetite of the individual investor was pretty difficult in the past, but now, like say, the various data, capturing various data points and making a small analytics, it is making you to get that like you are able to, without any major errors, to greater amount of accuracy, the risk appetite of the individual investors you are able to give using the technology and all. So it's becoming in each and every fashion, the arrival of the technology has started taking into the other things. And also in distribution, particularly for banks like us and all, like if you take us, we have a lot of, like say, the banking industry, by and large, on and off, we encounter the problem of mis-selling. So, which is basically selling a wrong product to a wrong person without understanding the risk appetite of that person, which basically questions the credibility. That's why we, to greater extent, we try to offer, and we are more comfortable as long as the decision is made by the person through the DIY mode, do-it-yourself mode. So we make the, like we give all the input to the people, and like say they themselves take care of, like say they make all the decisions, and at least they are aware of what is the, like say, decision they are trying to make. With that, which has brought down the concept of, like say, the problems of mis-selling to a greater extent. If the individual investor is taking the decision to a greater extent, at least 70–80% of this issue is resolved. But definitely there is a compromise from the customer side that he is not fully comfortable because he has not got the assurance from any individual or so-called any learned person in that matter. Once again, to sum up, the technology, how it has helped us or helped banking industry, similarly in the distribution industry, be it in terms of profiling the people, be it in terms of, like say, enhancing your capacity to handle multiple customers. As like you have been hearing, you will be in a position to handle or create a brand, like say, create a distribution company, handle at multiple location. You can handle customers probably location agnostic through the technology. That could be either through the DIY or through any communication channel for that matter. And also for communicating every information that is disseminating the information, be it compliance, be it risk management. So in each and every aspect, you have now technology to help you to improve your, like say, handle more number of customers, deepen the relationship, enhance the customer satisfaction level, enhance the compliance level, and on each and every aspect that is needed for your industry now, like the adaptation of technology is helping you to get it better and better. I am sure all of you would have understood that importance. I know, like, which should have helped you to, like say, I mean, particularly the competition itself makes everyone to look what others have done and try to copy that and take it to the next level. And the cost of technology has also become much cheaper. So the experiences what we had as a bank, particularly for the, say for example, the simple piece, for say for example, as a banker, one of the product which we deal it on a day-to-day basis is loan against deposits. So in earlier days and all deposits used to be like say you have to come to the branch, have give an application, give a fixed deposit. And when people need a loan against a deposit and all, once again you had a lot of documentation and things like that. We were one of the first banks to introduce the concept of loan against deposits online. And like say the way with which the market, like say it got was, I mean, amazing, and which made people in other banks also to have that product, and slowly it came across every level. It could be a small thing like that. But ultimately, it turned out that we are able to have, have multiple products, and that way which enhanced the customer communication and customer confidence and customer satisfaction, and also improvement in the productivity by handling more number of customers. So probably this is what I wanted to share with all of you. I once again suggest all of you to have, whatever way, depending upon the size of the business, your aspirations, and what is that, where you are and where you want to take it forward. I suggest, I think, if you have to evaluate that on a continuous basis, and the investment, whatever you make, it has to be in such a way that it directly impacts the customer satisfaction level. It helps you to make whatever that is needed for your enhance the customer service. So I'm sure this will help you to scale new heights and expand your business and perspective pretty in a big way. So this is what I would like to share with you. I once again wish all of you, the way the industry is going, your industry is expected to grow in an exponential fashion, as there is a lot of entrance into this as an investor into the market, and particularly through the mutual fund route, where your community is expected to do a human service. And if when it is a truly an independent financial advice, I am sure there is going to be value addition across both the industry and also the individual investors, and in that process you will also have a personal growth and things like that. Once again, I conclude with these wishes. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.